Weezy YouTube family. What up, though? How y'all day been? Y'all staying focused out there? Or y'all playing around? Y'all can fool me. Y'all can't fool yourself. Especially once y'all look in that mirror. So if y'all playing around, y'all need to tighten up y'all game. What's up with y'all? How y'all nutrition been going? That's the main thing, the nutrition. The getting the high amount of protein in, getting a high amount of healthy fat in, and making sure you're getting a nice amount of healthy carbs in. That's the hard part, the nutrition. If we can lock and load on the nutrition, everything will be better, y'all. I done made some adjustments since I've been on this 30-day challenge thing, and it's working out good for me, y'all. It's amazing how quick you start seeing results, especially if you already was like in that direction, headed in that direction. It's kind of like the challenge just supercharged it. Raphael, what up, though? How your day been, Raphael? I'm actually up here by one of my parks, like right here to my left. But in front of me, it's a one-way street I'm on. It ain't too busy because it's after 6, so maybe if it was like in between 3 and 5 o'clock, y'all would be hearing a whole bunch of cars go by. So everybody done pretty much got off work and made their way past this area. There's still cars coming by, but it's people working out, running. A few cars here and there coming by. But yeah, this is your second live this week. A little unusual, but cool on a positive tip. Yeah, I just be trying to make sure don't forget, like, when I be on these lives, Raphael, I'm keeping myself flowing too. Like, just like when I come on here, y'all getting inspired. I'm getting inspired by coming on here talking to y'all. So it's a win-win. It's like I'm holding myself accountable. It's like I got somebody in my ear too by me jumping on live. When I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself. So we all in this together. Yep, my day was good and productive as usual. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Christina Myers, no, you're not giving Rob, who? Robles. Christina Myers, welcome to the live. I don't know what you meant by that message. There could be some spam stuff going on, but welcome to the live as of right now. We'll see how your messages keep coming through. But yeah, we just got to make sure we staying focused, y'all. I just wanted to create that 30-day challenge just to add some pressure. Sometimes we just need some pressure on us. Kind of like a coach right there in front of you. Like, kind of like you actually got a personal trainer right there in front of you pushing you. So that's what the challenge is doing. Even for me, it's kind of like I got somebody or a workout partner right here pushing me. So, and I've gotten some good gains already. But don't forget, y'all, this is going on my second week. This will be week 1 for y'all. But this going on my second week. This going on y'all first week. So, but still, the results is the results. So what's y'all struggles? Anybody got any struggles as far as with their workouts, pain issues with the knees, back? Maybe y'all need to tweak a couple things. What? You need some healthy fat choices, better carb sources. What y'all need to know from me? What y'all need to know from me? Trying to see. Oh, what do y'all need to know from me? I always like having my phone in front of. I got my laptop in this truck too, but I just like having my phone also in case I be getting my brain be freezing sometime. I can't think of what I need to think of. I can kind of pull it up real quick and show it to y'all. But yeah, most of the stuff I know off the top of my head since I've been doing it for so long. Like I always tell y'all, the key things about eating is eat the bulk of your meals earlier into the day when y'all busy. Once y'all get home, if y'all once y'all get home, y'all want that meal to not be as heavy as the meal from earlier. Don't forget the first meal is to hold y'all over, until y'all get home. So the first meal gonna hold y'all over. It's either gonna take you into the workout, maybe, depending on if y'all eating 2 or 3 meals. I just know that last meal after, once your day is ended or after your workout, don't need to be as heavy. The carb source just need to be just enough. Maybe you just done an intense workout, you need to restore the glycogen back in your system. Then you can just eat just enough carbs to restore that. I mean, if you eat just enough, it won't spill off into your system still running off of fat. It's only if you overdo it. So the carbs is still good, you just don't want to overdo it. I keep everything simple, y'all. I don't like counting the scales like that. So if I was the eyeball that I say, just say if a person done rice, just say, for instance, just say rice or potatoes. Whatever amount of rice or potatoes that was on your plate for that first meal, and you decided to do rice and potatoes for that last meal, I will only do about half of what I had on that first meal because it'll be just enough to restore the glycogen so your system can have more muscle recovery and stuff like that. It'll speed up everything, right? And it won't run off into your fat burning part. So we want to eat just enough. If you overeat on your last meal with carbs, especially if it's carbs is high in glucose, and you overeat on it, then it's gonna spill off into you spiking your insulin levels to where now your system is running off sugar. But even if you're eating something that's of a higher glucose, and you eat just enough for your last meal, it'd be good because that would just go right into muscle recovery and whatever you done burnt off working out, because we need to restore that glycogen anyway. I always say just make sure that carb source ain't the biggest portion on the plate. So that's how I like to keep it under control. So if I was plating my plate up with, just say, some sweet potatoes or some rice or something like that, I'm gonna eat a bigger portion of sweet potatoes early that day because I need that to really use it for fuel to run me throughout that day. But for my last meal, just say I want to eat some after I work out, which is typically like 30 minutes to an hour after working out. That's supposed to be the window for you restoring the glycogen and all that type stuff. But I will only eat probably like half of what I had. So the rice portion that you would eat earlier, or the potato portion, I will only plate my plate up with like half of that and kind of make sure I got more healthy fat for more long sustainable energy on my plate. And then of course we want to make sure our protein is probably the biggest portion on the plate. That's how I keep everything simple, because nobody wants to be counting the scale their whole damn life. It's just too robotic. Just know how to plate your food up. That's all we got to do is just know how to plate it up. Keep it real simple. So eat the bulk and the biggest meal earlier into the day, right? If you're going to eat before you work out, just eat just enough for you to be able to have energy to take into your workout if you need to be eating something. And then that last meal after you work out, just make sure the carb source is just not as big as the other one, maybe 2 meals that you'd ate, because some people eat 3 times a day. So however way your eating habits are, just make sure your last meal, the carb source, is not the biggest portion on your plate. I always say make sure it's more of the smaller portion, and then you want to do the healthy fat for longer sustained energy. And of course the biggest portion should be the protein. This is how I would say do it without actually having to count calories and weigh stuff on a scale. It makes sense. You ain't got to worry about if you eating too many carbs at night. Just eat just enough to restore your system. And if it's a day that you're not working out on, then you really ain't even gotta focus in on restoring the glycogen. You can just really just focus in on the healthy fat and the protein, and then you can probably just do a little something for the carb source to be able to get away with it. But definitely after intense workout, yeah, you can go ahead and throw just enough carb source in there, but just enough, just to restore it for recovery and to promote muscle growth. So I say about half of the potato amount, half of the rice amount, half of the, whatever your source of carb source gonna be, whether it's potato, rice, or whatever it is. Just go about half the source that you done from earlier that day, and I'll say you good. Cause don't forget you sitting on this, so you don't want to do more than you need to restore the glycogen back into the muscle. Plus, you got so much to where your system running off sugar, so now it's gotta burn that off before it can move forward to burn off fat. So I'll just say a smaller amount. I'm sure we all can eyeball, okay, this is about half of what I heard earlier, and keep it simple. Because anything under that would be kind of like you're not even eating a carb source, which would be like 1/4 of what you had earlier. No, you can go about half of that and be good, especially if the rest of the plate is clean. That's how I would do it. Let me see, Raphael, I saw that 30-day challenge thing on YouTube. Oh yeah, for sure. I've been having some shoulder pains. Let me see. I've been having some shoulder pains, and I bought some Bengay cream. I ain't heard of Bengay cream in so long. Damn, they still got that out here, huh? I've been having some shoulder pains. I bought some Bengay cream, and that bullshit didn't work. Worth a hill of beans. Yeah, I'll say if you want something that's really like gonna be natural, is all that stuff is coming from that, I'll say try some black seed oil. That stuff will get you together, man. Joint pains, all that, cause I was having some pain in my knees. I was putting that stuff on there on the outs. I was rubbing it a light layer on the outside, but I was mainly just taking the capsules. And I'll say within a week, or definitely about a week and a half, I saw it. And I actually ran out, and I'm still good. But I want to get some more of that just for prevention and just to be having around. The black seed capsules, Raphael, I'm telling you, man, that stuff tastes nasty. Like, I used to take the oil itself in the raw form, like a teaspoon. It was like 2 teaspoons a day. One earlier when with my first meal, because you got to take it with your meal. And then one later on with the next meal. So that taste, that stuff heals everything except for death, they say. Now, I've tried it with everything that I hear going on with me, and I can say it 100% took care of it, right? So they say it cured everything except for death. So I'm talking about from a bump on my waistline. I ain't know where it came from. It was hurting, like it was an infection. Put that on there. I was messing with my truck. This was about some years ago. And I touched the tire, and I done something and got back in my car and wasn't thinking. And then I done some goofy stuff and made a mistake and literally poked myself in the eye. And I said, oh man, this the hand I just was messing with the tire. I was doing something. But anyway, I say I just pulled up in the garage. By the time I got from the garage to upstairs, my eye was already heavy. I said, yeah, it's infected. I took the black seed capsules, Raphael. Don't forget all these sources, eye drops, the Bengays, all the, like whatever you can think of, this pain-related type medicines is coming from a source of like this, from a raw source. They just throw in a billion other things that it don't need just to stretch it, right? For money purposes. I took that stuff and put it on the tip of my finger. Because if I'd have went to the doctor office, what would they have done? Washed my eye out, meaning antibiotic, or gave me some drops, meaning antibiotic. So this black seed oil is the antibiotic, right? I took the black seed oil, Raphael, put it on my fingertip, just like the dirt was when I poked myself. Took that, pulled my eye down like this, and rubbed it up in there. Closed my eye, and let it do what it do. Of course, I couldn't really open my eye because the oil was heavy or whatever. Let it do what it do. I say by day two, my eye wasn't even swelled up no more. But the next day, it was already feeling better. Like that night, by the time I woke up, it was already feeling better. So by the time I went to work that next day and got off, need I remind it wasn't even 24 hours. I was good. By the time day two came, it's like nothing ever happened. Black seed oil is the truth. I'm telling you, Raphael, get the capsules. It's like 90 capsules. You take like, I was only doing 2 a day then. And then I looked at the bottle out here recently, which is the same size. It was saying take 2 twice a day. So I took 4 of them. When really that's how I was supposed to be doing it the other time. I was taking 1 and then 1. Something like that. Or I just take 2 and get it out the way. Thinking that it was just supposed to be 2 for that day. But it was really take 2 twice a day. So it was really 4. And next thing you know, I was good to go, man. I was good to go. It was like the best thing ever. This lady walking this dog right here. It's like a poodle or something. Yeah, it's like a poodle or something. Man, that's a nice dog. I'll show it to y'all. Try to show y'all something. It's like a what do they call them? It kind of remind me of I think them poodles called doodle poodles or something. That almost kind of remind me of that. But yeah. Yep. But Raphael, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying black seed oil, thanks we little net. Yeah. But you notice, Raphael, the nastiest stuff is the best. It's uncut. Like I noticed, like even when I was coming up, the nastiest vegetable had the best like healing powers to it. We never wanted to go for the healthy stuff because it tasted nasty. We ain't want no damn greens and no okra or like name something that just like kids don't like, or that wasn't something the kid wanted to see. Kid might eat some broccoli or something like that. That's like a neutral vegetable in between, but greens and okra and stuff like that. I'm telling you, Raphael, that black seed oil is a beast, man. I say do the black seed oil, and if you having shoulder pains, like anytime your body is having any type of pains, try to make sure you focus on your nutrition even more, because that's where the healing is at. The healing is in the food. That's the true medicine. You got pineapples that got an enzyme called bromelain in it, bromelain or bromelain. You got apples got that same thing, which is like, let me see, apples. What else? Apples, bananas, because that's what make it turn brown. They say, and potatoes. They say that enzyme that make it turn brown, that's the thing that'll heal your body. I remember reading that. And I ain't looked back ever since on that one. So as quick as it turned brown, that's as quick as it start repairing your system. I put my boy up on it when he had shoulder surgery. I was telling him, hey, look, the banana, the potato, and banana, potato. What else is white that turn brown as soon as you cut it or whatever? I know it was banana, potato, and it was something else. But they got an enzyme in it that make it just kind of start going bad real quick once it's exposed to like oxygen and something like that. And I was telling him how to speed up his shoulder recovery, and it speeded him up. I say, make sure you get this, because this will help heal your system fast. When you get you some of that black seed oil, Raphael, it's a wrap, bro. I'm talking about it's a wrap. That stuff worked. My boy grandma was having knee pain. And let me check into the chat right quick. I'm gonna try black seed oil. Thanks, Squeezy. I like nasty taste because it gets the person right. Yeah, it definitely will. Louis B, I've been have silver water lately. Feel good. Shout out to you, Louis B. And good to see you again, bro. Looking fresh. Oh, appreciate you, Louis B, man. Yeah, you gotta stay fresh, you gotta stay vibrant, you gotta look like you got life to you. You gotta stay hydrated. So, but yeah, for anybody, y'all want to make sure y'all staying in prevention mode, or you got something going on with your system and you trying to figure it out, clean up your nutrition even more. The more you feeling the pain, clean up your nutrition even more. Make sure you get multiple colors of everything. Mix the fruits, mix the vegetables, because in those colors, it got different minerals and vitamins. So that's what you need. That's gonna be your multivitamin right there. So as long as you mixing the colors up and your place is colorful, you're gonna get healed up. And as long as you listen to your body, that's why I always say, like in my videos, I always listen to your body. I always listen to my body. I never ego lift. First of all, it's not even about lifting heavy weight. It's all about being at your best, being at your strongest, and going as hard as you go that particular moment. This day you might feel 100 pounds off. Like, damn, these 50s feel like 100. Like, yeah, all right. So still go as hard. You're not gonna feel. Maybe you lost sleep. Maybe that week you was going harder, too hard. So just go hard. You know, the whole point is when you come through this door, are you in shape or not? Nobody cares about who's lifting 500 pounds in the gym, except for the people who's seeing it or reading that this person is lifting 500 pounds in the gym. Just worry about staying healthy. Make sure your chest is out, your arms is out. Make for the women, your stomach is in. For the guys, your stomach is in. For the women, your glutes is out. Like, that's all you got to make sure of. And as long as you lock and loaded in that type of way, you're gonna be winning either way it go. You just got to make sure that you at your healthiest. Some people ride bikes, some people swim. Do what you got to do. All I know, when you come through that door, whatever door you're coming through, whether it's the doctor's office, whether it's a school, whether it's work, a person is going to be saying one thing. This person is in shape and this person not. They're going to be saying it subconsciously. They're not going to necessarily say it verbally. They might do it even with an eye gesture. The way they talk to you, the way they treat you. Because one thing for sure, the people that's out here that's in the world that's out of shape, I'm telling you, they the first victims. I'm never trying to be the first victim. I want to be the last if I'm going to be in victim rank. Like, I'm going to be the last. I want to be the last person a person want to think about running up on. That's what I'm saying. Louis B., what do you recommend for a quick snack at work, or do groundworks like landscaping, garden? Sometimes I have my energy drained and I feel like I need a snack, but I'm trying to eat clean. Well, the first thing I'm gonna recommend is your favorite fruit. Your favorite fruit that's gonna hit the craving all at the same time. What's your favorite fruit? Is it grapes? Is it bananas? Is it watermelon? Of course, if you need something quick, it need to be tangible. That means you can always have it on you. So an apple, because the apples are sweet too. Like, it has to be your thing. What's your thing as far as clean that you like to eat? The first thing I'm gonna think of is a fruit. Louis B. So what's your favorite fruit? There's a bunch of fruit. You got kiwi. You got honeydew melon. Like, what is your thing? You got oranges. Like, depending on what's your thing, you got a wide choice to pick from, because you can't really go wrong. All of it is gonna have some type of sugar level, which is a healthy sugar. Some gonna be higher, and you're gonna be getting some fiber out of it, so it's gonna keep your system regular. And a lot of it, the calorie source is gonna be pretty decent. The highest ones is gonna probably be bananas and grapes or something like that. But if you active, it's gonna work for you, because whatever high sugar amount is in that, you're gonna be good. You're gonna burn it off before you even probably get off work. So it's gonna work good for you. You just want to make sure you pick a source. It's always about y'all or us picking sources. Now this squirrel about to get, man, spared his life. Squirrel's about to double back, plus the car slowed down trying to make sure it ain't running over. So yeah, saved his life. But anyway, Dan Royce, what's up, man? Shout out to Dan Royce, man, one of the original supporters on the channel. Dan Royce, how your day been? Yeah, so Louis B, just keep everything is gonna always be simple, even if you ask me. But I get it, you want to see what's what. So you gonna go straight for the fruit source, especially if you wanting something healthy. You gonna go straight for the fruit source. So pick your favorite fruit. Is your thing is peaches? I just had, hey y'all, look, let me tell y'all something. Those peaches is to be slept on. I had two, what is it? The white peaches, I'd never get it again. I tried them a few weeks ago just to switch it up, because I don't think they had my other ones. I tried them. The things were so bitter. Y'all got to get the, what is it? The southern peaches. Them things, oh man, you bite into those, it's game over. It's your thing, peaches. Like, What is your thing that you like to eat on the regular that's gonna hit the spot when you at work, especially if you say you trying to eat clean? Because we don't want to try to eat clean. We want to eat clean or either not eat clean. Trying is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So we got to be careful with how we mention the word try. That's in life in general. We don't want to say we trying to be successful. We being successful or we not. We don't want to say we trying to be healthy. No, we being healthy or we not. We don't want to say we trying to make more money. We want to say we making money or we not. Because you programming your body at 1 trillion cells in your system telling it, well, this ain't gonna happen. That's what it's saying. It need to know it's a green light or a red light. Raphael, some days you can lift more than others, but stay healthy and still go hard. Push yourself. Yeah, for sure, Raphael. Like that's everybody. I be seeing people coming in the gym. It don't matter how healthy and how not healthy they are. Like, don't forget, life is still happening, y'all. We got work. We got stuff that's draining us. Like, I've been up taking care of business for the past, I don't know, week or two. Just my mental is draining the physical because I'm up and stuff ain't going right. So I got to figure this out and type this in and erase this. And if it don't go right, I got to wake up tomorrow, the next day, and focus back on it. After that long night of being up to 2, 3 in the morning and maybe only getting this far, wake up the next day, might get this far, or it might complete it, or might not, but might figure out something better that worked. Either way it go, I gotta keep moving forward, y'all. I've been trying different stuff and making it happen and make a couple phone calls or contact somebody who got better experience and make it happen. Like, either way it go, I'm all about action and making it happen. This whole fitness journey is all about action and making it happen, right? How do you feel about yourself? Look in the mirror. That's how you feel about yourself. Look in the mirror. That's how you feel about yourself. How do you look? That's how you feel about yourself. You're going to treat yourself how you feel. So if you look in that mirror, that's how you feel. You need to tighten up. If you want to look better, you need to tighten up how you feel about yourself. Q-Man, what up, though? My go-to snack is Oikos 000 yogurt with some berries mixed in. Very filling. Yeah, that's a winner right there. That's a winner right there. That's a winner right there. Yep, that's a good winner right there. That's a hit because you able to get some protein out of there, right? You getting the sugar craving out the way, right? And it's a healthier choice compared to Doritos, chocolate chip cookies, cake, ice cream, donuts. Yeah, it's healthy. Like that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, figure out something, even if it's just 50% healthier, it's a win. It's a win, y'all. If it's just 50% healthier, it's a win. Y'all good. And then over time, we figure out something that's better than that. And if you don't figure out something that's better than that, and that's your go-to, well, that's your go-to. That's your go-to. Keep in mind, there's always cleaner stuff, but that's your go-to. If you ain't seeing the results that you want, and that's one of your go-tos, and you be doing it on a regular, well, that means you got to slow that up, and maybe you'll get to your next level of results. That's all. Like I say, when we look at our plates, how we plate this stuff up, y'all, and then we look at our grocery baskets, I'm telling y'all should be happy when y'all out shopping, or if y'all in a relationship, your girl bring whatever. I'm telling, the refrigerator should look totally different. That's all I'm saying. If that refrigerator don't look different, it's not gonna show different on you. The refrigerator, the buggy shopping, the aisles you go in and stay in consistently, I'm telling you, most of the better stuff is gonna be on the outskirts of the aisle at the average grocery store. That don't mean everything on the outskirts is healthy, but those inner aisles is straight bullshit. I be in and out of them aisles. I already know I be getting like rice cakes, some beans. Usually be not all the time it don't be organic. And not all the time, depending on what market I'm at, I'm able to get the reduced sodium. But once I plate my stuff up, my meals is gonna be well balanced out. So I play my stuff based on the ingredients and what I'm able to get, depending on if I'm at my market or what I'm out here doing and what I'm close to. But I just know like my ingredients is clean, y'all, and I cook. I say about 95 to 98%. Now, even though I don't cook the rotisserie chicken, I'm just still counting it because they cooking it, I'm getting it, and I know that it's only like 6 ingredients in it. The first ingredient is chicken, and then the other 4 or 5 ingredients is like oregano, thyme, basil. Like they don't even put no sodium in it. So I just consider it as me cooking it because that's a clean meal. So other than that, the only time I'm buying something or eating something outside of my control, guess when that is, y'all? A cheat meal. So that's like me eating 95 to 98% clean. That's why I look like how I look. My meals is clean, I'm gonna be clean. We gotta make sure we eating with a purpose. So you eating for recovery, you eating to promote muscle growth, you eating to burn fats and your body can run off fat. That's what we mainly want to be doing, those 3, like recovery, promote growth, burn fat, make our body burn, run off of a fat source instead of glucose source. That's what we want to do. Everything is simple, but that don't mean the shit is easy. Definitely don't mean the shit is easy, y'all. But notice the more you get, the more we get our food sources. You got to play around with it, y'all. I'm telling you, it take a minute because you got to see what work. You need food for thought to add in other stuff. I see stuff. I'm like, let me try that. Let me do this. Let me do that. I might mention stuff to y'all. Y'all might mention stuff to me. It take a minute. You're going to be going months figuring this shit out. Like, adding in this. All right, damn, I ain't know this tastes good. I ain't had one of these in a minute. Like, it's fruits in the market, y'all. Like, I'm going to be tapping into, and y'all going to see me tapping into them. That ain't no telling how long it's been since I had them. Don't forget, most of the time, we grab what we used to grab them because that's our thing to grab. Y'all know how many fruits is in and vegetables is in a fruit and vegetable market? Like, that's all it is in there. It's a million fruits and vegetables. So I be seeing stuff way over there. I'm like, oh, the colors pop out, so it ain't like I can't see it. I see the oranges, all these different oranges, some yellow over there, red, dragon fruit, this and that. And, every blue moon, I sample some just to see what's what. And you gotta add in, you gotta throw in. Next you know, you ain't gonna even be missing out on none of this bullshit food out here because your food is gonna be good enough. That's why I went from eating the rotisserie chicken 4 days out the week to 2, because I felt like when I was eating 4 days out the week, I was starting to get burnt out on it. I needed more variety, so I added in more ground turkey. So now it's like 2, 2, and 2. So it's like ground turkey twice, rotisserie chicken twice, and then maybe some salmon or maybe a beef out of there, maybe once, because I only buy beef like maybe twice a month, y'all. But I buy about twice a month, but a lot of the times it's somewhere in my cheat meal. So I eat beef, I say about once a week, I'll say. So it'd be somewhere in my cheat meal, because this place might have burgers and fries. This place might have steak and whatever. This place might have, I don't know, whatever they got. So yeah, so I'll say I do the beef about once a week, but I only buy it like twice a month, maybe even sometime once a month. So right now I'm eating like more of the rotisserie chicken and ground turkey, and then I do a fish somewhere in there. That's for my 6 days, and then that cheat meal is the 7th. That worked for me. So it's no way I can get burnt out on this, because it's like only 2 days of the chicken, 2 days of this, 2 days of that. Yep, and that's how I do it. So yeah, and it worked for me. And like I say, it took time for it to get that, because I was going hard with the rotisserie chicken for what, 6 months straight. I don't know how long I was going hard with that, y'all. I was going though. I'm talking about I was going. I was grabbing a rotisserie chicken at least 4 days out the week. But I replaced it with the same amount, almost the same amount of calories, definitely the same amount of protein sources, because 2 pounds of ground turkey is 160 grams of protein. And how much is 2 pounds of rotisserie chicken? The ones I was getting, 160 grams of protein. Depending on the size, but it's like about 160. So y'all see how I kind of put that together? That's how y'all want to do it. That's how y'all want to do it. So I still kept that macro the same. I just added more variety to my eating habits, and it worked. It take time, y'all. It take time. Yep. You gotta experience. What up? Okay, Raphael, you gotta experiment with things. If they work, use that as your tweak in your diet. Yeah, them be good tweaks too. That's the only way we gonna be able to do this thing, y'all. That's the only way we gonna be able to make this sustainable. Cause I'm telling you, a lot of people, they go in, think they know it. Yeah, I ain't eating bread, I ain't eating sugar, I ain't drinking pop. Like all this stuff that you was just addicted to 3 hours ago, now you all of a sudden stop. You just was eating all this shit 3 hours ago. Now you saying no sodium, no sugar, no cookies, no this, no juice, no bananas, no honey, no bread, no Domino's pizza, no Happy's, no Little Caesars, crazy bread. Like, you just was eating this shit 3 hours ago. Now you call yourself stopping all this. Now you on some type of diet and you doing keto all of a sudden because it sound good, and you doing all these different flips all over the place, trying to, you know, make it seem like you know what you're doing out here. You this changed person. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, you see you with the biggest 2-liter Pepsi, the whole bag of Doritos on the side of you while you driving down the road. You got one hand on the steering wheel and the other in your big ass family pack. You went from the regular $1 and some $2 size to the family pack. So not only are you back eating it, but you making up for lost time, meaning you about to pick that shit back up even quicker, plus some. Nah, y'all, this has gotta be, it be sounding good when people say, yeah, I lost 30 pounds in 2 months. I lost this, I lost that. Most of these people can't make that shit go for the long run, y'all. It sound good. That's why it's better if you slow roll it, but be serious with your slow roll and figure out what worked for you and just keep pulling back one tweak at a fucking time. Because that shit, I'm telling you, a lot of people, they don't sustain. You got people that's like me that's been into working out and nutrition for the longest. And that person think they about to come in. Need I remind you, I got struggles, I got cravings, I got this, we all human. And you got this person coming out of nowhere thinking they about to just pretty much outpass what I done been trying to balance out for years, decades, and you about to achieve that and think you, nah, it sound good. And then kind of find out that person on all type of fat burner pills, all type of shit. I'm telling y'all, man, people won't be telling y'all exactly what they own. Like, people be on all type of stuff, fat burner pills, all types of stuff. And you think you about to, yeah, you dropped 30, 40 pounds in 4 months. But let's see how many years you able to keep this stuff up. Most people, I'm telling y'all. And if you drop it too fast, you will pick it up even faster. That's why it has to be natural. That way you got time to tighten the skin up that's loose also. You got time to tighten that up. You drop it too fast, next thing you know, you got skin all over the place. You can't even keep up with the losses that you're going, even if you're trying to get gains out of it. You ain't gonna be able to tighten that up as quick as you losing it. You gotta make sure this stuff makes sense. Gotta make sense, y'all. Gotta make sense. I just know over time, like, I be looking at some of my videos, I be looking at some of my pictures, I'm like, damn, like, a person, like, by us seeing ourselves every day, y'all, you're not gonna see the gains like that. But if you go look at a picture from 6 months ago, 3 months ago, and you look at now, you should see a difference. You go look at a picture from a year ago to now, you see a difference. If somebody ain't saw you in a minute and they see you, they should see some type of difference. Even all in the face area, like, you should see a difference. Like, it don't take much. Just keep on making those tweaks, And if you're not seeing what you want to see, more than likely it's in the nutrition. It's very rare for it to be in the workout and exercise, because that's a small part. I mean, how much we really need to know about working out? Really, you can just do some push-ups, some body squats, some pull-ups, some jumping jacks, and some running in place, and really you looking in shape right there. It's just the nutrition is the main part. That's the main part. In the gym, you really only just need to know just enough. Everybody know, all right, I want to get my chest bigger. Bam. Do some bench press. It don't matter how many reps you do. It don't matter how many sets. It's just the fact that you bench pressing and you being consistent with it throughout the week, it's going to do what it's going to do. A female want a bigger butt. All right, do some glute exercises. She be consistent with that. She done watched enough stuff. I mean, how many glute exercises you gonna do? It ain't a million. All right, just say, always say, you just need to know about 2 different exercises for every body part, and that's pretty much gonna have you right. 2 for chest, 2 for glutes, 2 for legs, 2 for shoulders, 2 for arms, 2 for back. Like, how many? Like, all the exercises in the gym is pretty much almost the same. It just, most of the exercise in the machines just pretty much make you more stable. Like, you be more, it stabilize the muscle better. It make it to where you ain't got that much momentum. You laying down doing it versus standing. It's all the same thing. You just see which one stabilize the muscle and fatigue the muscle better. Like, my legs sore right now, y'all, from the other day when I was doing walking lunges. I was doing legs. I done some walking lunges. I tell everybody to this day, y'all, walking lunges with it'll make a person, if they weak, it'll make them cry. The walking lunges ain't for no game. My quads are sore right now. Yep. Yeah, y'all. But any questions? What y'all got for me? Everybody pretty much solid. Other than that, with they nutrition, is everybody solid? I'm sure most of us know what to do when it comes to the exercises. It's usually not the exercises. It's usually, like, most of the time the questions is, and it's for anybody who doing coaching or whatever, it's usually the nutrition part. The exercise, like I say, if we know about 2 exercises for every body part, that pretty much sum it up. You figure out, and when you think about it, we know about 2 main exercises that always get us for every body part that fatigue it. Even if it's a million machines, a million different ways to do it, it's 2 that we can name off the top of our head that'll do it. It'll give us that burn, give us that growth, fatigue our muscles like never before, and that's all we need. 2 exercises on forearm. I can think of them off the top of my head. Yep. So anybody, any questions, anything, what y'all want to ask me? Ask me anything. My answer is always gonna be simple. And if you done heard it before, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing I'm repeating, because everything's simple with me. When you get old, it's gonna be simple. So why not keep it simple now? That way you ain't really got to change too much, but slowly but steady be pulling back as you get older. When you get older, it's not going to be complicated. It's going to be simple. Doctor tell you, oh, cut back on your sodium. All right, we doing that now. Stay away from the sugar. We doing that now. Take it easy with your exercise. Yeah, we doing that now by listening to our bodies, but we going hard because the age that we are, we need to be building up enough muscle with our body, because after a certain age, your body stop, putting on that muscle like it is. So we need to make sure we got enough. That way, even as it's breaking down as we getting older, we still got enough built up. Yeah, so we going hard. So if we got knee pain, shoulder pain, and let me just say this, everybody who works out pretty much got some type of pain going on somewhere. They got a weakness somewhere. Y'all see, I was in there, man, just, oh man, I'm actually kind of glad the shoulder thing happened in a sense, because I guess this how it go as far as like your body gonna eventually tell you, or you gonna have some type of injury that's gonna tell you, like, you know what? You ain't as young, or you might be young, but you can't do this how you used to do it. Like, Everybody got to come across that moment, whether they're young, athletic, or whether they older and been in shape their whole life, or just trying to get into the health lifestyle. Like, it's gonna happen. Everybody got some type of basketball players, football. They got to let this warm up, do this, wear a little knee brace, and it's part. You just, what do? We work around it. You protect and listen to your body, but we work around it. We ain't trying to impress nobody but ourselves, y'all. We ain't trying to keep up with the internet, because whoever you see on the internet who doing what they doing, how long you think that's going to keep going on? It might be 5 years. It might be 20 years. Only thing I'm saying is eventually time is going to catch up, and they going to have to keep things simple. But that don't mean they ain't going to still be going hard. They just going to be able to go as hard as they can for that particular moment in their life. I was just listening to a dude on Instagram. What is it? What they call him? I forget my man name. Big 300, Mr. 300, or I forget. Big dude, and he was like on there with the resistance band and warming up, and he was just like, his Instagram came on like, yeah, why I don't lift heavy weights no more? He said, because I'm in a different point in my life, and all that ain't really needed. Do you need to lift heavy? He's like, yeah, it's gonna come a time when you're gonna have to get up under some heavy ass weight if that's your goal. You able to do that? But do you need to? Not necessarily. So it's depending on your goal, your age, and where you at in your life. And he was like, yeah, I'm 43 now, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. And just imagine, y'all, like, I just had this injury, and I was still going heavy with this thing. I'm 46. This injury happened last year. I was still jumping under. Keep in mind, yo, I was still jumping under 315 as far as the squats last year. And then I broke it down to 275 and then 225. So y'all notice, like, as far as it go now, it's like 225. So when I was saying in the video, listen to your body, that's what I was really meaning. Like, for y'all and me, I'm listening to my body. Like, yeah, can I train to get back up? Eventually my body is gonna bring you back down eventually and say, hey, look, man, you gotta take this shit easy. Like, go hard, but you need to just being in shape, in the best shape of your life. But you ain't gotta, no, like my man said, I've already put in my work. I got videos up. I got videos of me doing the 100 and 110 pound dumbbells. Always been a dumbbell person. I used to do the flat bench too. As most I ever got up on a flat bench ever before was like 320, 325, maybe 330. Because I used to do sets of 8 to 10 reps with the 225, and I do anywhere from like 6 to 8 reps like this. But don't forget, this is before I started the channel. This one I was about 225. I was about 225. That's as big as I ever got in my life. About 225 pounds, maybe 222, somewhere up in there. That's as big as I ever been in my life. And I was tossing some of everything around. I had a deadlift that was like 570. That's what my deadlift was, 570. And when I started the channel, my deadlift was 455. I think I got that deadlift actually when the intro come on. But so I still had a good deadlift. Right now, of course it's still in the threes, it's still up there. But will I go to 4? Nah. 365? Yeah. Cause I just pulled 365 last week. 315, of course, still doing that. 275, yeah, that's like a good medium weight for me to like work out with, and just on a light day and I just want to go in there, like more like I say the 225 is a good medium, but the 275 is like just a little bit over a medium for me to start feeling weight. But I don't go as that stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. All that stuff, all them years, y'all. But it is what it is. Yep. So what's y'all, because I know Raphael, you was saying you had shoulder pain. You got to make sure you pay attention to that too, Raphael. You got to make sure you pay attention to it, man, because I had shoulder pain, and I'm so passionate about working out and doing what I was doing, and I was feeling the pain, Raphael, for a minute, and I don't know on what part, but I just had mine out in this area, and it was like I was feeling it. And the only thing I can think about Raphael to this day is dang, What if that injury would have happened when I was on an incline bench? I remember like I done warmed up and I'm into the sets. I got about a few sets left, and I remember like this arm was pushing, but this one was like, you know, it's always one arm pushing stronger or whatever, but it just feel like it wasn't warming up, and it was kind of, and I'm like, damn, I made it through over there, but I ain't make it through on that flat bench. Cause as soon as I went back, I felt like it was just a load right there. You know how you go back with some heavy dumbbells and you go back, but I felt it like right up in there. And just for me to even get it up, to get situated, set up, it was a problem. And I say I done one rep, and then I remember doing 2, and they ain't make it to 3. When I was coming down, it came like this. And that boy and I had to still hold that weight because somebody was next to me benching, and they toes right there. So I had to make sure, because if it had fell from a high height, that means it's going to fall heavier and roll. So yeah, I still dropped it. It done a light roll, and it rolled like an inch from the dude, maybe 2 inches from the dude's foot. He wasn't tripping. He was a cool dude. And I just told him, I say, look, I know you ain't tripping about it, but that weight roll, it could have been a whole lot worse. I say, I just pulled something out of my shoulder, but I was trying to make sure that I ain't, injure you by dropping this weight on your toes, especially benching. Imagine me dropping that weight, y'all. Imagine us benching. You ain't even thinking about it. And a weight fall on your toe. You about to drop the weight, and you just hit your man. That been, man. You ain't expecting. You definitely dropping your weight. How do you ain't even about to continue pushing the weight up. Definitely ain't about to control it coming down. You just about to drop it, and it's like, what the fuck? Like so yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse. But it took about a year to get it like this. The resistance bands and taking it easy and listening to my body, and doing the exercise is different. Like I say, when I do close grips, instead of doing it like this with the elbows closer in, how we would do it like this, I got to do it like this and bring them like this. On camera, y'all might not see it that much, but this, I got to ferret my elbows out, because when I have it in like this, it's like I can feel it, like it be wanting to come out of the slide, it be rubbing or something. So I just go like this. That way I can still get a good workout. It's a lot of focus still on my chest versus like this. Life happens. We got to make our adjustments, y'all. We still got to be in top-notch shape. I'm still in top-notch shape. Yep. Q-Man, so what's your goals for the next 30 days? Just say, like, if you still in the chat, Q-Man, what you plan on doing? Dropping a few pounds, 5, 6, 8 pounds. What you plan on doing? Raphael, what's your goal for the next 30 days? I hope y'all are doing this challenge too, man, because it's really gonna push y'all. I'm telling y'all, like never before. And like I said on the community tab when I was putting this challenge up, I'm telling y'all, like, we gotta go as hard as our body let us go. And then we gonna realize, dang, you know what? Because sometimes we get stagnant, y'all. Sometimes we get stagnant, and then you realize, damn, this how hard I used to go. Even though we telling ourselves we going hard now, you go hard for these 30 days like never before. We wind up telling ourselves, damn, you know what? This how hard I used to go. I didn't get stagnant, so I needed this, because it be like that. It be like that. It really be like that. My goal is to increase my bench press. Yep. And you can do it. Yep, you can do it. Just make sure whatever you do, listen to your body. And whatever your body not allowing you to do, I never trip, because guess what? Usually, whatever your body not allowed to do on a certain exercise, you can't tell me that you can't make it up on another exercise that day. That's all you got to do. Make it up. Go heavier over there. Go more reps over there. Get more of a squeeze over there. Concentrate on the eccentric more over there. Like, once you able to make it up, you'll be good. And that's going to be for anybody. You can knock this out, but you can't knock that out because you feel this. You feel your back. You feel like something about to pop out of play. All right, listen to that. Instead of paying attention to the weight, how much you lifting, listen to that. If it's staying about the same as far as how you feeling it, and it's not getting worse, that means you can keep going usually. Only time you want to stop if the pain getting worse. But sometimes when you first start, you might feel it more because you ain't got the blood circulating. You ain't got warmed up yet. And then once you get going, the reps get a little bit easier, even though you're feeling it. So that means that's usually a green light. And that's how they just coming from experience. But if we working out and something is feeling like it's about to break, it's getting worse. You feeling cracking sounds. The pain is throbbing. Nah. Don't feel bad. Stop that. Move on to the next exercise. That way, once you leave the gym, you have still been got a hell of a workout in. You just know not to be doing that until that pain get better. That's all. You won't even be missing a beat over there. Just make it up to where you can get that pump going. You can tear whatever fibers or whatever you're doing, and you'll be able to move forward. You're going to leave the gym like, hey, I don't know why my shoulder was. You're going to be saying that to yourself, but you're going to still be ahead of a successful workout. Every time we step in the gym, we want it to be a successful workout, y'all. Every single time. Nothing worse than leaving the gym and that workout wasn't successful. You need to leave out of there feeling like, man, that was a good ass workout. Feeling good. We need to know we got to work out for the gains in the moment. Like every rep is a gain. Every time we pushing ourselves. That's what I was doing when I was doing those walking lunges the other day. Y'all, my legs sore. It shows like my legs is sore. And you know what that means? The soreness represent growth. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The best way to get gains and to keep it simple is anytime you feeling a soreness, eat more protein. Your body is saying you tore the fibers down the right way. Something was done different. Eat more protein. That's the time your body is craving for those macros. Eat more protein. Your body is hungry for it. You know your legs ain't been sore like this in a minute. You know your chest ain't been sore like this in a minute. Every time you reach up and grab something out the closet or reach in the cabinet, grab a can of this, or on the top of the refrigerator, you feeling your arm work out. Eat more protein. You tore fibers. You took care of business that day. Because y'all know sometimes we can get a real good workout in, and then the next day, it's like, man, I thought I was going to be sore. You know, it's almost as if you ain't even feel nothing. Yeah. Yep. So this month, I want just how my legs is for this 30-day challenge. How my legs is, that's how everything about to be feeling. I was feeling it in my arms too, but the arms and wore off. And now I'm feeling, it was arms and shoulders. But that done wore off. Now it's my legs. The leg workout is the most recent. So I always tell, like, even when I was doing one-on-one coach, I was telling people like, hey, look, the more sore you are, the more protein you eat. It's your body is begging for it. It's telling you like, hey, good job, now reward me. Yep. Let me see, Q-Man. I'm still trying to get down around 10 or 15 more pounds. Yeah. Tighten up your nutrition, Q-Man. And walk for 30 minutes after you do your meal, because that's going to get the glucose out your bloodstream and speed up your body to running off the fat mode. I'm telling you, that's what you was missing, man. It's that / you was, like you say, you probably was just overdoing it on your eating. Look, you make that tweak, game changer, bro. Game changer. I'm willing to bet all it was when you was doing what you was doing and it was time for you to eat again, maybe the next day, maybe you thought that meal was clean enough, but every time, right when your system was trying to get rid of that glucose that it had in your system, you hit it with something else. Maybe you had bread, or maybe you had, that's gonna send your system to running back off the sugar right before it was about to start hitting the fat burn. You want the fat burn mode because that's where the results is at. You want the fat burn mode because that's where you're gonna get the result. As long as you stand in sugar burn, them results ain't gonna be there like that. That's your system going in reverse. Your system got to focus so much on getting rid of that. It take a lot of energy to do that. You wanted to get rid of that as soon as possible, which 30 minutes of walking. I'm about to do 30 minutes. I just got done for eating right before I get off here. So I'm about to do 30 minutes of walking, and my meals are clean. But still, every time you eat, it's an insulin spike, right? Some are higher, some are lower. But I'm gonna do a 30-minute walk after I get done here. Yesterday I done a 30-minute. Today I'm just about to do a 30-minute because it's a clean day. Maybe if it was a cheat day, 45 minutes maybe to an hour if it was my cheat meal day. But this is a clean day, so I'm just about to walk, and plus it's kind of nice, so I'm just about to just go for a stroll. But I'm telling you, Q man, you do that, game changer, bro. Yep, you probably was just going too hard, so pretty much you never was getting into fat burn mode, man. I'm telling you, that's what it is. So tighten up your eating, Q man, and then do your 30 minutes of walking. Maybe your 30 minutes of walking is every other day. Maybe your 30 minutes of walking is every other day. If I was you, Q man, I would definitely walk at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes minimum. 3 times a week. That's every other day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Your walking is done. It go real quick, man. That's you walking somewhere for 15 minutes in one direction and 15 minutes back. It's like walking to the gas station if you got a gas station closer. Walking up the street around the block and then you back. So even an hour go back quick when I do an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. That stuff go back because I be on the phone looking at stuff. I got the earphones in and walking around and looking up stuff on YouTube. It go by real quick. That's what you need. BC, what's up, man? Man, I'm fit. What's the best exercise to grow biceps in your, I guess that's opinion? Simple. The same thing as always is. Bicep curls, hammer curl. That's all it's gonna be for biceps, BC. It's always simple. Ain't nothing really new. It's the same as like back in the day, 20, 30, 50 years ago. You got to think, what other exercise we gonna do to grow bicep? That's what it is. Whether you want to do it on the preacher bench, whether you want to do it with standing up doing a bicep cable curls, whether you want to do dumbbell curls or barbell curls, yeah. Only thing you need to do is figure out which one fatigue your muscle the best, which one give you the best burn. Pick 2 and run them. You want bicep curls? You like the cable curls better? Cool. Now pick the hammer curls. Make sure you got a hammer curl in there. It's real simple, and that's what it is. Bicep don't even take a lot of weight either. It don't take much for the bicep because it's a smaller muscle group than triceps. So the triceps is really what make your arms look big, but the bicep that's good. You know the let me see. The biceps is good. The biceps is good, but you know, the triceps is what make the bicep really stand out because it give your arms more bulk. It really feel your shirts out. So when you see a person with a shirt on, like, it ain't the bicep that's really filling it out. It's really that tricep. The bicep help, but it's really that tricep. Yep, it's really the tricep because the triceps is always kind of like right there being flexed. The bicep, you got to really, you know, do like this and make that. But the tricep is always like, you know, you walking around, your arm just hanging down. It's going to naturally be showing. It's going to naturally show. But yeah, so bicep curls and hammer curls, that's all anybody ever need for bicep. Yep. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Opinion, I knew what you meant. Yeah, so bicep curls, hammer curls, that's all you need. Hammer curls just to widen it, and bicep curls for, you know, to get the peak, stuff like that. Yep. I know I smell something burning. I don't know if it was a car riding by or what. Shooting for 215 Q-Man. Lowest weight in many, many years. Started at 271 in January. Yeah, that's what's up. Something is burning. What the fuck? Maybe it was... Maybe somebody in the park doing something. Something is burning, y'all. See it? Y'all see it distracting me from the live. Something is seriously burning. It smells like some rubber or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what's up, Q-Man. 215. That's what's up. You can do it, man. You can do it. You just gotta lock and load. You just gotta lock and load, Q-Man. Yep. And that all boiled down to how you plating your stuff up. I'm telling you, like, maybe you've been thinking your food has been clean enough because it's better than how you usually was doing, like when you was up in weight. And I'm sure it is. That's why it's holding you at where it's holding you at, because it's cleaner versus you picking up and you back to square one. But now you got to tweak that cleaner. So you went from bad to cleaner, and now you got to go from where you at now to cleaner. And that'll be your results right there. I always, like, if I ain't getting results, I look straight at my nutrition. I know I'm doing my thing in the gym. I look straight at my nutrition. Am I getting enough protein? Am I getting enough healthy fat? Am I getting enough calories? Am I eating enough carbs? Too much sugar. Too many carbs. Like, I keep it real simple. As long as my food is clean, meaning whole foods, I'm good to go, y'all. I'm good to go, because the whole foods are automatically balanced with what our body needs. So it's always balanced out. It's a no-brainer. It's a scale in itself. We just got to make sure that we plating this stuff up right. The fiber and the protein is going to automatically have us full, y'all. So you ain't going to be able to overdo it like you would be able to do a McDonald's value meal or a burger from Chick-fil-A and fries where they ain't got no nutrient dense and ain't got no fiber in it to signal to your body that you full. So you just gonna keep eating, and then an hour after you eat it, you back hungry. Yeah, that's because it ain't got no nutrients. When it ain't got no nutrients, it's no signal being sent to the body saying, oh yeah, I've had enough. Oh yeah, it's time to stop. That stuff is designed like that for a reason, y'all. That's why I stay away from it. And I don't even miss none of it. I don't miss none of it. Let me see. BC, why do you train, man? Do you plan to do shows or anything like that? No, I don't plan on doing shows. I just been training my whole life. I've been working out since I was 12. I'm 46. So all I know is working out. It got me through life. It get me through my happy times, my bad times, the times when something on my mind is a stress reliever. It keeps me disciplined. It keeps me away from a lot of health benefits. It gives me a lot of health benefits. Like, it's so much to come with this lifestyle, BC. I'm telling you, man. That's why I tell people, mental health, fitness, focus, all of that. Nutrition, like, it's all the same. Spirituality, discipline. Yeah. I can't imagine life without fitness. I can't imagine life without fitness. I'm telling y'all, like, I just can't. I be seeing people out here in the world, right? Like, this is, I don't know, it's a dude and some little young chick. They both look young, but they look like they about 22, maybe 23. Anyway, they walking right here, and I be just looking at some people, like, not necessarily with them, but I just be looking at people like, man, like, this stuff ain't even on their mind. I don't know if it's they that way, but I'm just saying a lot of people that we come across on a daily, y'all wonder why these people so miserable? Because they not healthy. Mentally, spiritually, or physically. They not healthy. Y'all see how the people look? They go inside, in and out of these gas stations and stores, and what they come out with. I can see the sugar craving. It's dope. It's cracked. It's literally like they going in this place to get they craving, and they can't stop the craving until they at least see it. So that whole pulling up is a whole experience. Just like we got our experience when it's time for cheat day and this and that, and we going to the market. Theirs is the complete opposite because they eating the bad stuff. And I see it, y'all. They pull up, they shut the door, they rush in there, and it never fails. Most people, like I say, the window to go pay usually be in the opposite direction. Just say the window to pay is to the left. All the sweets, the Subway, if it's built inside the gas station, the cookies, the chips, the juice, the chocolate milk, all that stuff is to the opposite side. What do? They walk in that gas station door, they go this way, then they go this way to the counter with their chips, cookies. A lot of the time they be popping it before they even get to the gas pump, or they get to the gas pump, stick the nozzle in there on auto, put the little things where it keep pumping, crack it in. I can see they, even if they don't say I can see their body language is saying it. Like, They crack them chips open and be, you know, pouring them up in their mouth and eating them, and I'm like, yeah, they even sit in the car. I be seeing it sometimes, like they get situated before they even put the seatbelt on. Be, damn, eat some of that, drink that little beverage. I'm like, damn, eventually I hope you change, because it's coming. It's coming. And that's why I say, y'all, like, all those people is eventually gonna have to face what we doing, but we already doing it, and we already in this healthy mind frame. So if any health issues come up with us, don't forget we already in this healthy mind frame. So it's nothing for us to make the adjustments, because we already adjusting. We already used to adjusting what we like to eat and what we don't want. So we used to that. So there's so many benefits to come with that, y'all. Yep. That's a fact. I can't imagine living life without prioritizing my physical health. Yeah, that's, man, look here, man. This stuff is serious. You gotta think. The mental is physical, and the physical is mental, and the mental is spiritual, the physical is spiritual. Those three is the same thing. You can't have one without the other. Even when we first wake up in the morning, like, the way we think and feel, that got to do with our lifestyle. When we go to sleep, the way we think and feel, they got to do with our lifestyle. So I'm not trying to go to sleep with some fucked up energy on me, because if I go to sleep with some fucked up energy on me, guess what happens when I wake up? More than likely, I'm waking up with the same type of energy. That's why when we go to sleep feeling good, we usually wake up feeling good. Ain't that usually how it go? That's usually how it go. You usually don't go to sleep feeling good and wake up feeling bad. No, if you waking up feeling bad and only thing you done was slept, more than likely you was already having this bad energy going on before you even went to sleep to wake up feeling like that. That's just how it go. That's why I say we got to stay away from people. That's a certain type of lifestyle. Let those people be attracted or attracting those same type of energies around them. We need to stay the hell away from that shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, I was talking to a dude. Let me see, Raphael. Let me see. People are telling me to stay away from Subway. What do you think about that, Weezy? Well, as long as you know what to get, that's what I say about Subway. As long as you know what to get. If you at Subway, make sure you're getting the healthiest stuff that's there. And what is that? I ain't been to Subway in a minute, but I know the last time I went to Subway, I grabbed what I thought was the healthiest. Now, don't quote me on this, but the last time I was at Subway, I grabbed a flatbread because it's lower in calories. I grabbed some tuna. Some people say the tuna ain't this. That's why I say I just grabbed what I feel was the healthiest. As far as I know, none of the meats is real. So I just grabbed what I grabbed, and that was I don't know how long ago that was, y'all. That was a long time ago. But that's what I grab. So as long as you know what you're doing, you good. Because if you grabbing a Subway, you able to squeeze it in as far as the calorie and still go with your nutrition thing that you got mapped out for yourself, you good. Like I say, the nutrition ain't got to be perfect. It just got to be good enough. So it's a way you can eat Subway. It's people that got 8-packs going into Subway. So it's all about how often and what is you ordering. So that's the thing about that, Raphael. So I say a place like Subway, as long as you not going all the time, you will be good. That's what I say about that. I don't know how much sugar is in a bread. I don't know how much bad ingredients in their bread. I just know it's Subway, and it is a franchise worldwide, so more than likely, you already know how the franchises get down. Only thing they care about is one thing: money. Money. That's all they care about. Their business is built on money, whether it's a Walmart, whether it's Subway, or whatever it is. It's built on straight up money. So you gotta be careful. The healthy stuff costs. So if I was going to the Subway, I would go into Subway every blue moon. And keep in mind, it's times when we ain't meal prep prepared. So you gotta map out your best decision based on what you're around. And if you had to make a decision and you had to go in the Subway, just make sure you're grabbing one of the healthiest things that's tasteful and satisfying at the same time, versus you grabbing the thing that's the most unhealthiest. That's what I say. At least be in the middle with it. So I don't know what the ingredients have now, and you just got to do your research and look up whatever you order. And as long as it's kind of like a medium ground with it, it ain't the least healthiest, but definitely not the most unhealthiest, you can go with it. Especially if you're only doing it every once in a while. That's a win still. The main thing is the gain still got to be going forward. Even off of a cheat meal, the gain should still go forward. That'll let you know if things are right. But like I say, cooking our food, ain't nothing gonna outbeat that. And cooking our food is some of the best stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, it's some stuff. I'm telling y'all. That's why I be, showing stuff and like how I get down to eating, and I got more of that stuff coming too, y'all. How I get down, because I get down. I used to throw get-togethers, y'all. I used to cook up, buffet a whole counter out. Only thing I wasn't really doing was the desserts. Like, I do this and cook that and this and that. I'm talking about I know how to get down with everything. Soul food, potato salad, meatloaf, spaghetti, Alfredo, from the simple stuff to the serious stuff. I get down with, y'all. So only thing I done was learn how to put together the healthy stuff. So I just made a switch over. But I've been cooking since I was 8 years old. So this stuff ain't really new. I've been getting down like that. I was the one hosting, throwing these get-togethers at my place. People coming through. Invite 50 people, and it was 25 people invited, but it was a +1, so that'd be about 50 if 50 people was to come. But really, it was always about 15, maybe 20 people would show up, something like that, which is a good crowd. Some people would show up on the next one, but I was doing that for like 3-4 years straight, and I just stopped, like, I think right before COVID. So it was all people who was working out here, getting it in. I just threw a get-together. I planned everything, rented chairs, everything. It was a nice setup, dominoes, TV, hookah, spades. Like, it was a bunch of stuff going. The TV's playing music. TV's down and the music up. I invited neighbors over too, man. Like, yeah, it was a nice invite. Positive people. Nobody was leeches or mooches there. Like, everybody was working or here business something. Like, you had to be somebody to come. Like, as long as you wasn't sitting on your behind and your energy was right, everybody fitted right in with each other, y'all. They're saying the Subway isn't really healthy and it's more of a detriment to our bodies. I wouldn't put it past it, Raphael, because it's a franchise. Yep. So anything that's outside of me controlling the ingredients is a cheat meal. You gotta look at it like that. Because you can't control the ingredients, and even if they tell you what's in that, ain't no telling what's all in it. So if I'm gonna take a chance, I'm gonna take a chance on the whole food. If they was to tell me some other stuff was added with that, and they wasn't on the ingredient thing, well, guess what? I would have to be taking my chance with it, because we gotta eat something I take my chance on the whole food. So anytime you eating something that's not clean, it's dirty. So I won't eat the Subway like here and there. Yep. But I make sure I'm making gains before I hit it again. Because it's a cheat meal. I look at it as a cheat meal. Because you know the ingredients are the worst. You best believe that. Just in the bread alone, and there ain't no telling what's all in the meats and the sauces and how they make it, and yeah. So you gotta, it's a cheat meal. Yep. So I do that here and there. That's how I do it. When I go there, I get grilled chicken, protein bowl. Yeah, that sound pretty decent. That sound decent. But like I said, we don't know exactly. We don't know exactly all in there. It'll be different from a grilled chicken protein bowl that you fix. You best believe that. The ingredients that's gonna be in a grilled chicken protein bowl you and I fix versus what they fix, it's gonna be night and day. It's gonna be night and day, Raphael. So keep that in mind, man. Nothing is gonna beat us cooking our own meals. Nothing. And if that grilled chicken protein bowl is good to you like that, you need to figure out a way to replace it or make some kind of as good. That way you can pull up less. Because them type places, I'm telling y'all, they only about money. They only about money. Like the McDonald's, the Subways, they all franchise, and these people at the top created them things. It ain't, maybe back in the day. Maybe back in the day, I think all of even the fast foods back in the day, Raphael, had like some type of nutrition value to it in some type of way. Because when we was little, you can't tell me this fast food wasn't tasting like real food. Now, man, this fast food tastes like fast food. It tastes like faster food. That's what they should be calling it, faster food. Because this stuff is definitely like, it's the worst of the worst. And nobody can tell me that these franchise places or these fast food places or whatever is getting better ingredients over time. No, everything out here in the world has got nothing but worse. So why would they stuff be getting better? Housing, living situations, pay, jobs, like everything got worse. And then we thinking these food places about to be getting better? Nah. Even if you go to a real place that make real food, soul food, even they stuff is getting worse because they buy the stuff that everybody else buy in the inner aisles or from these warehouses that they order from for they for they wholesale items, to get it in bulk. I'm like, they getting a big thing of corn, a big thing, and the big thing of this and big thing of that. So if it ain't whole food, just imagine what they using. They just want to get their money and make it taste good. So they gonna cook it in what? The worst type of oil. Yeah, that chicken tastes good, but what is they cooking it in? What is they cooking it in? Y'all like now y'all can't tell me these soul food places that got the fried the fried turkey chops, the fried chicken wings, and the fried whatever, right? Y'all can't tell me they cooking this stuff in healthy oil. I look at it all as a cheat meal. So it ain't even just really just with the Subway, Raphael. It just, when we ain't cooking it, it's a cheat meal. I'm telling you, like, these people are about money. The people who doing these businesses and stuff like that, they not even healthy. And if they are, they not eating that stuff like that. And if they eating it like that, those people not healthy. Same thing. Like, nah. Nah. We got to be careful with that, y'all. We got to really be careful. That's why I say it take a while. Like, most of the time when I go to market, I'm in and out. Sometimes I'm in there longer because I'm probably getting more of it, but to last me. But I'm going to tell y'all, like, it's a dirty game out here, y'all. This country got the worst food. I'm telling y'all. The worst food. I was talking to somebody earlier, my man at the gas station, I was about to tell y'all about, I got distracted with, I think, the burnt smell. But he was like, yeah, I went to, and somewhere they was like, yeah, they wanted our food to come over there. I forget what country we was talking about, and he was like, yeah, they shut it down. They shut it down. I forget where he said, it's on the tip of my tongue. But he was like, yeah, they shut it down. I say, yeah. He said they was like, no, the food quality is, it's a slow death. It's a slow death, Lord. It's like Russian roulette. You might as well go like this and spin that barrel. Slow death. Any day now. Any second now. Playing with death. Yep. Gotta pull away from it. Like I say, like, it take time. As long as what we see, what we doing now, is way better than what we used to do, we that much healthier, y'all. We that much healthier over time. Because you got to think, like, even with something like that, Raphael, like, it might take you a minute to figure out what to replace. It takes time. That's why I say this stuff ain't no overnight. It literally takes time, because you can't just stop it. If that's one of your things, you can, but you can't. You got to figure out what to replace that with. If that's one of your things, like, you got to figure out what to replace that with. You have to. Got to figure out what to replace that with. You got to. Just like I here to do, just like everybody else here to do. Got to figure it out. It took me a minute to get my nutrition the way it is now, y'all. I'm talking about a minute. Like, I got a good one. I got a good one. I keep stuff going. I keep stuff in. I keep my stuff tangible, y'all. Like, I keep dry stuff in my truck. And of course, the main bulk of the stuff that I can't keep in here, or some that I can't keep in here also, is at the house. When it's time for me to reach and do what I gotta do, it's right here. Otherwise, if you're not prepared, guess what we gonna do? We gonna stop and get whatever's convenient. Big pack of $2-4, big pack of 2 cookies in a pack. We gonna get these Doritos of this Funyun. We gonna stop at Wendy's. You might stop at Subway if we ain't prepared like that. Like, you might stop at a soul food place if you ain't prepared like that. Like, what I'm saying is, that stuff ain't gonna do, it ain't beneficial to our body. Like, even the stuff that's in it that's supposed to be healthy, depending on what else is mixed with it, yeah. It ain't gonna even get a chance to benefit from that, because the bad stuff is gonna override that. That's the only thing about that. It's kind of like getting some lotion and it say with aloe vera. Now, we all know this lotion by Johnson & Johnson or whoever it's by, right? Suave or whatever company. And it says with aloe vera, but you turn the ingredients around and it's 30 ingredients in there, and most of them we can't even pronounce. But they know what triggers. Oh, it got aloe vera in it. Yeah, but what percentage? 1%? The other 98%, 99% of the ingredients in this thing is bad? Nah, you ain't gonna never get a chance to get no type of benefits from that 1% of aloe vera. Unless you getting that aloe vera itself and you getting a lotion base that's natural, coming from a chemist that got these ingredients that you recognize, and you can research, maybe it's even approved by a third party or something like that, it's bad too. They say if we can't eat it, don't put it on our skin, which I get it, because the skin is the biggest pore, so skin is the biggest organ, so it absorbs all of what's air, toxins, lotions, and all. I get it. I read that a while back. Do we actually follow it? No. Do I actually follow it? 99% of the time, because most of the time what I put on my skin is shea butter, y'all. And y'all know y'all can cook with shea butter. Y'all can do this, y'all can do that. It's good for healing certain stuff, and acne and eczema and all this type of stuff. Shea butter is a beast. So all my stuff is simple and natural. But when it comes to the products, been there and done that, grew up on it. Now, let me show you. I got this for my beard. It's getting dark, and it's kind of faded because it sit out in the, well, but y'all see what this say. Let me see. Can y'all see what this say? Hair growth aid. This is all natural. Let me see if y'all can see the ingredients. Y'all probably can't see it on there because it's dark, but yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. But let me see. Let me read it off. So this thing, this got jojoba, aloe vera, wheat germ oil, chamomile, sage, Indian hemp, horsetail, nettle, rosemary, caparel, and burdock root. I bought this on a lady that was selling this, so I bought this off her personally. I put this on my beard and this worked wonders. So all my stuff is simple, y'all. I don't even be playing. I don't need to go to the beauty. I go to the beauty supply for other stuff because I gotta go there for certain stuff. But when it comes to the hair and skin, yeah. This is what I put on. Actually, it's time for me to put some on now. This is what I use on my beard. I just kind of just rub it in and do what it do. Just real quick, a light layer. So my hair don't be breaking off. Because what happened was my beard was breaking off. I'm like, why is my beard? And then I thought about it. I say something changed in my nutrition. So I started treating myself from the inside out. I made sure I was getting my fruits. I made sure my vegetables got up there. And then I made sure my water, I just made sure I treated it from the inside out. Next thing you know, I had to start trimming this thing because it was growing like that. And I've had this, y'all. Y'all see how, now right now it's a little bit past half, right? I had this, let me turn it to the side so y'all kind of see how much. So y'all see where it's at. So I had this for, I don't know, 4 months. It was like winters when I got that. Hey, this like 4 or 5 months. Stuff lasts. Y'all see how much I just used? It wasn't that much. I reached in about 4 times and grabbed this. Y'all see that? That ain't nothing. I use it on the whole beard. And my beard just absorb it. Yep. Put it on there. And then I'll be good to go. Because in the morning, I don't got to put nothing on there. This kind of, it go on there. I got a black pillow that I sleep on. Sometimes I put a black towel on that. And whatever excess oil from this, the towel will catch. And in the morning, it ain't no grease in it, but it's still oil from tonight. Yep. Let me see. What do you think about people telling me to stay away from Raphael? They're saying the Subway isn't really healthy and it's more of a detrimental to our body. Well, I think I read that one. Yeah, Subway is they ain't the. I'll leave that on for now. Subway ain't really it, but I slowly but surely pull back and figure out something to replace it with. Yep. And trust me, you can make a colder bowl than that, Raphael. Trust me, my boy. With bulk and be saving money. Yep. So figure out how to get close to it, mimic it, upgrade it to a whole nother level. Vegetables and protein, whatever you're trying to. And I'm telling you, ain't gonna be missing a beat, man. You ain't gonna be missing a beat. And you're just gonna have whatever you make, it's gonna be more nutrient dense, meaning more gains. Yep. When I go there, I get the grilled chicken protein bar. Oh, y'all read that. But yeah, so that's how we do it, y'all. But yeah, any questions on here? I appreciate y'all coming on here. Y'all know I'ma do what I'ma do. Life is always happening, but we ain't making no excuses though, and we definitely ain't fucking complaining about it. But any questions before it get too dark? Y'all can still see me right now, so it's still the perfect time for me to finish this up and still be able to get off. But yeah, any questions? Anything? It's your boy D Weezy. We out. Make sure y'all share this video with anybody that wants to be part of a positive community and are focused and into going forward and being around positive energy. Because y'all know that's what we about. Make sure y'all share this live with them. It's your boy D Weezy. We out. I'll catch y'all on the next one.